All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Travis, and this is Bacon and Backpacking. We are back in the lovely state of Pennsylvania. This trip's going to be a little bit different than normal, being that it's probably the shortest backpacking trip I've ever done. The whole thing is just going to be like a 6.5 mile loop. So with that being said, there's still some cool stuff to see out here. There's a really cool overlook. Minister Creek runs through here, and a bunch of rock formations, stuff like that. So we're just going to have ourselves some fun. That was the goal, just to get out, get some sunshine, and have some fun. Yep, the good old-fashioned Pennsylvania rock fields. I did a backpacking trip on the Morrison Trail in Allegheny National Forest, and this reminds me quite a bit of it. All the mossy rocks, big rock formations. Pretty cool spot. Just kind of walk you through here so you can hike the hike I'm hiking. Well, we made it up to the ridge. Nice little canyon down here. Sorry about that wind, guys. That's how this trip's gonna be. Wherever I go, the wind follows. You guys know this. Oh, dude, this is cool. Oh, Jesus. Keeps going. So I'm sure you guys can hear the wind up here. I don't know what it is. Last weekend we were in the mountains of West Virginia at North Fork Mountain. That video will be at the end of this video, by the way, if you want to check it out. But we had gusts up to 60 miles an hour out there. And now I come to Pennsylvania, not necessarily up in the mountains or anything, not really known for that, kind of weather too often. I get it again this weekend. So it looks like from about 2 p.m. until midnight, there's a severe wind warning, 20 to 30 sustained, and then up to 60 gusting. So we'll see. Site selection is going to be very important tonight, to make sure that there's no widowmakers or anything, and just kind of paying attention to our surroundings. It's only a 6.5 mile loop, so even though I'd hate to do it, if, I felt unsafe, I can just hike out. But let's try not to do that. There's a storm blowing in. And you can see how fast it's cutting across there. And then my big worry is this wind. The microphone's not facing it right now, so it probably doesn't sound as bad, but I mean, there's stuff snapping, you know, left and right in both directions, and so, and it's raining. All right, putting the rain gear on. Guys, as I'm sure you can tell, it started thunderstorming pretty bad. Sorry about the echo, but we're in a cave basically. Came out here, there's bright skies, sunny. Like I said, there was the wind advisory from like 2 to midnight, but there was only like a 30% chance of rain at like 6 p.m. and that was it. No thunderstorms, you know, nothing like that in the forecast. And man, I'll tell you what, there for about 15 minutes, I mean, I'm not, you know, ashamed to say it, I was freaking scared, man. I mean, you know, so it started raining, and you know, no big deal, that's just an inconvenience. Well, it started thundering and lightning real bad, and you know, it was close. It was real close. I heard a couple lightning strikes, not, you know, super close to me, but close enough, like they were within like the mile, do you know what I mean? And so it was hitting my immediate area, so that sucks. So kept pushing on, you know, I'm like, what, you know, what do I do now? I'm, you know, 2.5 miles from the trailhead, and it just kind of is what it is. And trees started coming down. I mean, the wind was going, and, you know, I heard about 5 or 6. I'm not talking branches, like 5 or 6, you know, trees come down. And, you know, for those of you who have been in the woods and you've heard it, it sounds like a freaking gunshot, man. I mean, it's loud. But the one that did me in, you know, thunder picks up, lightning picks up, it's, you know, monsoon rain. I mean, I got soaked within 5 minutes, just coming down. And anyways, freaking boom! Not a gunshot, it sounded like an explosion. Boom! You know, and I didn't see the tree itself, but I saw all the other branches and limbs and stuff in its path from all the other trees. Like the sky got brighter right there, do you know what I mean? Like, and that was a big old tree, and it was, you know, I'm walking this way, and it was right across the trail. And you know, at that moment I said, I'm done. Yeah, I got to find some sort of shelter. So I ran, like literally fast packed. And I'm not a runner. I'm 240 pounds right now, power lifter, and I ran my ass, you know, probably 3/4 mile back to here. Now this doesn't save you from the lightning, but you know, saved me from a big old friggin' tree coming down. So I got back here, and sure enough, I get here, and now look at it. Rain stopped, sunshine's coming out, literally no wind. But seeing as this front already blew in one thunderstorm, I think I'm going to do the smart thing. I think I'm just going to hike back to the trailhead because, we got another 8-9 hours of this. And I think we're just going to hike back to the trailhead. And what I might do is if I can get some signal or something, check the radar. I might sit in my car for like an hour or something like that and see, see if it's going to clear off. But, I almost guarantee in 15-20 minutes or something, once this clears off, that, those winds are going to pick up again. And that was my thing, man. I mean, that tree is a couple 100 feet in front of me right across the trail. Huge tree. That killed me for sure. And, it's just, at some point it becomes not worth it. So, like I said, it's, looking nice right now. So, we'll see what happens. I'm going to hike back to the car because I already made my decision. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to play this game of getting caught in where it's like, oh, hey, it looks really nice right now. And then the same thing happens again. So, I'm going to do the smart, intelligent thing here. I'm going to hike back to the car. And then, random side note, guys, that's my, my new pack. That's my Z-Packs Nero 38 liter. And for having just been in a freaking monsoon, freaking thunderstorm, there's not like a drop of water on it. That fabric's real nice. Hell, this is where we should have waited out the storm right here. Got a friggin' roof. Gotta go down here though. Well, I mean, it's been probably 25-30 minutes since storm blew over, and I mean, for the most part, it's been pretty calm. But I mean, I already made my decision, so like I said, I'm not going to play this like second guessing of like turn around, then the weather gets bad again, and so on and so forth. It's a good way to get stuck in a loop. So we're just going to head back to the car and stick with the original plan. I will tell you the temperature is plummeting. It was 71 when I got here, and it feels like it's probably in the 50s right now. And it's supposed to drop down to, I think, 31 tonight. So, kind of hear wind picking up in a couple places, like back over that way. So, there's something else getting ready to come through. I mean, the blue skies only lasted, 10 minutes, and it's getting dark again. Wind's picking up, so I mean, there's a decent chance that I'm going to go through what I just went through. So I'm going to try to get back to the car. Yep, just heard thunder. Very far away, but going to try to get back to the car. And like I said, we'll maybe wait an hour, see if we can wait it out. But see how I played that off. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, it's just not worth it, Now, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure, because I'm on a different trail, like heading back, and I was in this area on the other trail, and down in this direction, I heard a loud snap, and then a whole bunch of crashing, and then another loud snap, and like I said, I'm not sure. These might have just come down about an hour ago. I'm not positive, but either way, I mean, they're pretty fresh, and it also fits the bill of, hearing like kind of the first snap and then like the secondary one. And it was right in this area. So very well, it could have been those trees right there. So a couple miscellaneous notes for those of you who have been around for a little bit. You'll notice that I've been taking trekking poles on my last couple trips, and to be honest with you, I've never been like vehemently against them. My biggest thing is, you know, I like taking this tripod and I usually just carry it in my hand. And, you know, I've been trying different methods to try to stash the tripod. I mean, I don't want to put it on my pack and have to take my pack off every single time I want to record something. And, you know, I want to use poles. I mean, today, these poles helped a ton. I was coming down off of these hills after it just rained, you know, wet leaves, rocks, mossy rocks, you know, everything's soaking wet. I mean, I almost fell probably 4 times, and, you know, every single time the poles saved me. So, you know, I've climbed over a bunch of rocks and stuff over here, and, you know, it really helps with that. It helps with the water crossings. My biggest thing was just trying to find a place to, you know, stash my tripod where I can easily access it. So if you guys kind of see this thing on my pack strap right there, there's that freaking wind again. That's just my Hillnox Chair Zero stuff sack, and right now I'm using it as like a sleeve to hold my tripod, and it works pretty good. I mean, it's just on there with like a Velcro strap, so it's, you know, not permanent. But I was just like testing the concept, and I just need like a more rigid stuff sack, and then to actually rig something up that's like semi-permanent, and, you know, keep it secure and keep it at the right angle. But it's worked pretty well so far. So, you know, once I figure this thing out and how I want to stash this tripod where I can easily access it, you know, I'll probably be taking trekking poles on, you know, most of the rest of my trips. Well, ladies and gents, I think this about seals the deal for me. I'm back on the part of the trail that I came up, and this was not here. So, yeah. You know, it got pretty bad. Actually, I just realized when I looked down right here, I could see my breath. So that temperature is dropping. It's hard to navigate this and keep the camera steady on the downhill and the wet leaves. But, yeah, yeah, you can smell it. You know what I mean? That just happened. And if I'm being honest, you know, I mean, the wind's been picking up a little bit, you know, here and there. God, you can smell like turpentine. You know, if I'm being honest, ever since the storm stopped, you know, the wind hasn't really been all that bad. But, you know, so if I had come out here and I had not experienced what I just experienced, I probably wouldn't even think twice, you know, about finishing the trip. But I did experience what I experienced. And, you know, knowing that it's in the forecast for the next 6 hours, 7 hours, and that it could happen again, I think I'm pretty cool with, you know, bailing out on this one, honestly. So we'll see. I'm almost at the car. You know, haven't 100% made my mind up yet, but I'm thinking we're gonna call it, you know. So a couple Forest Service vehicles out here clearing trees off the road, so I think they got most of them cleaned off. Yeah, you can kind of see the spots where they, you know what I mean, where they moved them, where they fell right there. There's all the debris on the road, and then they move them off to the side. So, man, they're making quick work of this. I mean, this just, you know, an hour and a half ago this happened. So, whoever this is, county, Forest Service, whoever, is doing a pretty good job clearing this out. Well, this is not good news because I have no cell service, and this is the way that I came, and I don't know where I am going. So yeah, that sucks. So I guess we're just going to figure it out. I can pull up Gaia and kind of actually navigate using Gaia. That guy's turning around too. Man. I mean, reinforces my decision to leave, but this complicates things. I don't know where I'm at. Well, road was closed back there. Talked to a guy who's not really a local, but you know, he's from nearby, and you know, he told me to come down here to this intersection, turn left on Route 666, which is a little bit ominous, and then that's going to take me into a town, and I should be able to pick up either a highway from there or a state route, or you know, at least get some cell service so I can get my GPS working. So that's what we're going to do. Well, guys, as you can see, this is a pretty nasty storm. I saw about 5 tractor trailers blown over on the road, and you know, all the gas stations, fast food restaurants all had power out, so I couldn't find anywhere to get gas or anywhere to eat on the way back. So definitely glad I bailed on this one, not regretting that decision. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.